Oh boy. Oh Lord, 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 Lord. Boys. This one, first of all, a couple things here. To get this established here, to get this live started properly. Congratulations to Utah. First and foremost, I'm gonna take some flack here. I'm sure from some Utah boys and girls, and this one hurt, boys. This one hurt. This one hurt. This was frustrating. I feel like I want to cry. I really do. I don't know what to do with my hands at this point. I don't know. There's going to be a lot to talk about. There is some frustration, I know, from Florida fans right now. I don't know if man, I don't want to be too critical this soon, but I know that the call for AR is hot and heavy. Is Florida? I'm sure people are frustrated with Billy. I know that for a fact. Kudos to the defense for sure. Defense looked great. Play calling was questionable. Was questionable. AR concerned me. The AR concerned me. There was times where I felt like he could have turned it around, and it wasn't. He didn't, and that was frustrating. That scares me. I see you guys kind of in there. I don't want to be that typical fan where it's like, sail the ship. Let's move on from AR. But wow, I don't know. It looked like he throws the ball 9,000 miles an hour, and that's about it. And that's where I was getting. That's where it was frustrating. I mean, even here at the end here, where it's like, look, you've got nothing to lose, just fling it. He couldn't fling it. I'm numb. I really am. I feel like kudos to Kentucky. I'm eating my words here from the stream. I know we had some Kentucky fans early on, and I kind of ran my mouth a little bit. It's as expected. I met some Kentucky fans today. Great group of people. Great fun people. Great energy. Look, congrats to Kentucky. They've been on the bottom half for a while now, and they are dialed in. But AR looked concerning. That was very concerning, very frustrating. I don't know if he just wasn't feeling it, if he was upset, if he was sick, if he was hurt, or if that's AR, right? I don't know. I'm going to have to see another game. Play calling, again, was questionable. Let's see what you guys are saying. I respect you, Kentucky fans. Great win. Yeah, great win to Kentucky. You guys, look, I don't feel like Kentucky played a great game. Defensively, I think they did well. I don't know why we kind of steered away from the run. That was strange to me. That was new. Look, guys, I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna have to feel about AR here. Again, I'm trying to keep an open mind. I think I need to sleep on it, but I know where everyone's at here. I can see you guys in the chat. Yeah. Go to Kidna. Is it too? That's golly. We are brutal. We are ruthless. I think as fans, we have to simmer down a bit, but I get it. I get where the frustration is coming from. It wasn't a promising look. Oh Lord, second game in a row and banning the run. Yeah, that was weird to me. We have some studs back there, and I felt like game one, we played a better team and we controlled the ball, we controlled the offense, we kept AR contained, and we said, look, let's just utilize you when we can. The guy had barely 20 yards rushing, and he had almost 100 last game. Just the ebbs and flows. Did Billy try to come out and do too much? I've talked about this. Where look, is Billy going to be able to manage the swing of emotions of being the underdogs to being the dogs? I think we got our answers tonight. We didn't manage the dog in us tonight. We didn't manage how do we overcome that, and we didn't manage adversity well at all. We really didn't. We looked flat-footed. We looked almost like it was going to be a USF game. I was talking some smack, as we, Utah should be frustrated. Utah's kicking themselves right now. Look, I think part of it, what Utah wasn't prepared for, was playing in the swamp. I mean, Kentucky, that doesn't fade. They've been there, right? They've been down that road. Look, Dorian High, Kentucky. being 11-1 for a reason. So they're a good football team. Here's where Kentucky looked like crap, but here's why Kentucky won, because they are consistent. They're dialed. They were comfortable. They able to keep it in front of them. They limited the mistakes. Things didn't get out of hand. This hurts, buddy. This hurts, guys. Look, we're gonna keep moving though. We've got to keep our heads high as Florida fans. We can't quit on the team. We've got to make sure that we stay focused and dialed in. And Jack Miller's hurt. I see people asking for Jack Miller. Jack Miller's hurt. Look, I don't know. I'm hoping this was a one-off type of thing for us and for AR, but it looked frustrating for sure, as you guys are saying in the chat. Again, I don't want to be on this bandwagon of let's move on from AR. I think it's a little too soon. I think we have seen some flashiness, some greatness here. I'm sure I'm going to get some flack on my Heisman video, but we got to stay chill. We have to stay chill. I am prepared for all the heat that's going to be coming my way from my obnoxious rants over the past week. But bring Mullen. Maybe this is who AR is, and that's what I'm. Look, and I've been talking to a few people tonight. Like, look, is this what AR is? Is this, did he get exposed? Did he have a bad game? What's concerning to me is I didn't see any signs of light. I was hoping, like, can I see a little bit of W here? Can I see a little bit of pulling through, right? Where I didn't see any of that. AR wasn't pulling himself out of it, and that concerns me big time. If AR was going to be able to pull himself out, have a good drive, run the ball, move the ball down the field, we quit moving the ball. Our last score, you guys realize our last score was a safety, was a mistake that Kentucky made. I mean, we went from moving the ball like an army last week to just completely forgetting how to move the ball. And the defense was exhausted. I mean, the defense almost still kept us alive. This feels like what it's been like for the last 5 years. Is it's just the defense is just hanging on by a thread. Look, it's still early. It's still early in the season. We can't just pack our bags up and move on. We still have to believe in AR. We still got to believe in Billy. Got to believe in the boys. This is going to be frustrating for recruits, and we had a lot of recruits in there. Here's what's concerning. Fans are booing. Fans are leaving early. It's not a good look. This is what sucks about being a Gator fan. We as Gator fans get rowdy way too quickly sometimes. But look, here's something we face. We're facing and Chris just said it sorely, our egos have been shattered, right? We have been flattened here, okay, as one would say. I am flattened. At this very moment, I was sitting on this couch right here as we speak, just slouched, wanting to cry and go to sleep. But I promised that I'd be here win or lose, and here I am. Pick myself up off the couch and ready to rock and roll and have a conversation and hang out with you guys. But we've got to figure it out. We got USF next week. That's going to be a good bounce back game. In the swamp again. I expect it not to be sold out. And then we have to go into Rocky Top, who just came off a big game against Pittsburgh. Great W for them. But college football, absolute disarray this weekend. I cannot believe the shakeup in football. Our wide receivers frustrated me a little bit. I don't feel like the wide receivers were getting around too great. A lot of things weren't going the right way. I still can't wrap my head around the abandonment of running the football, right? Meyer and Zook never lost to Kentucky. Yeah. Losing Kentucky is having that on your resume is going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Simple K, a.k.a. AR trash and wide receivers are trash. King Kirby. I am out. Thanks for letting this event go Gators. Absolutely, William. Thank you for stopping by, Bubba. This young team, including AR, got to chill and let them develop. Look, and that's the biggest thing, is we're still a young team. We're a very young team. We loved it last week, right? We loved the youngness. We loved that we were a young new team coming in with all these rookies, and it was exciting, and we were winning, and we're like, this is great, right? Well, this is what happens when you got a young team. L's like this are likely to happen. So we have to realize that, we're going to have these, like was this the year for national championships? I mean, I'm not going to say I booked my tickets, but I may have. Again, it's keeping your head on a right path and staying focused. AR's got to get it figured out quickly, though. I think AR's lifeline is much shorter than the rest, than everyone else. I don't see him being pulled quickly, but this is where Billy's got to manage too. How long does he stay committed to this? How long does he stay committed to the AR brand? Look, the guy's seen him all off season, right? I think we've known that his misses are high and then he can zing the football. This isn't a surprise. But it's honestly, look, it's not over. Okay, the SEC East is no far out of the question. We can easily win out. I mean, we saw Texas A&M go down today. Georgia was always going to be the powerhouse. So that was always the focus. We got to get through these games. We got to get through that. Georgia and Kentucky got to play. So there's a lot of season left. First of all, a lot of season left. So we can't get too worried up. Toxic Gator fans, do not ruin this relationship with Billy. We can't start counting L's. We can't start calling for people's heads after game one. Look, I know I'm guilty. I was wearing a spacesuit last week. Okay, I was a big guy on being fired up and ready to rock and roll and wanting to be. This is the championship year. But look, we've had a great class coming up. The next year or two, that's going to be the year, boys. Okay, this is going to be a learning year for Billy, getting his feet kind of established. Kentucky and the Stoops, they've been doing this for a while. They've been building this for about a minute. TK Booty, I'm Georgia fan. I'm gone. Later, man. Thanks for dropping by. Let's see here. You live and learn, baby. We're so good. Absolutely. Start Etienne, Etienne, I believe. Hell, I blame AR on the predictable play calling. Play calling was a little off. The season over? I don't believe it's over. Look, this is where we're Florida fans. This is the issue of Florida fans. It's championship bust every year. And look, same boat. You know what I mean? I want to win the chip, where it's like, why even show up? But I think we have to, again, settle in and be relaxed. I've been saying this for about a minute, especially when we had a few lulls in the recruiting, factor. We had to make sure that we dial it in. Wide receiver core looks flat, man. Wide receiver core tight end situation looked very flat. Uncle Lou got arrested DUI. I'll come in here for. No way, Uncle Lou got arrested? Is that true? Uncle Lou got arrested DUI. I'll be coming here from now on. Is that fact? Okay, we'll get back to that. No way. That's awful, man. That's horrible to hear about Uncle Lou. Well, welcome anybody who's new. Wow, that's awful, man. Poor guy. I mean, poor decision too. But geez, my knees. I was wondering where he was today too. I was thinking the exact same thing. Wow, who cares? That's crazy. Can we please play Lingard? Surprised he didn't get a chance to play. To be honest with you guys, look, boys, let's kind of wash it. Let's close it down. I'm frustrated. I'm lost for words here, to be honest with you. This hurts. I didn't want to do this. I wanted to be here talking smack. I was screaming when I could, but I don't know. I'm gonna sleep on it. We're gonna go live tomorrow. We'll have a show tomorrow. We'll get Steve on. I'm sure Steve is ecstatic that Florida went down today. This hurts. I feel like this one should have been a win. I expected us to lose a game this year. This wasn't the game. This wasn't the day that happened. What's bothered me the most, to be honest with you, as a fan, is that it reminds me of last year, where I don't feel like we lost the game. I really don't. It does not feel like we lost it. And thank you to Dominic, man, for the $5, bro. Appreciate the love. This has happened, y'all. We got to keep supporting. There's going to be ups and downs. This is a rebuild, new staff, new faces. It sucks, but we are okay. Look, we are okay. We're still here. We're still got the squad here. Take away Steve's button from now. We're going to have to. Does it hurt recruiting? It's not going to be good. There were some new faces there this afternoon. And again, I think what's going to hurt recruiting is the lack of support from the fans. The guys leave, people leaving early, people booing. And that's just the ruthlessness of being in the swamp. Is it gets very savage very quick. 904 Hurricane. I understand you're mad, but don't take it on Hightop. Hit the like button. Appreciate it, 904 Hurricane. Yeah, but make sure you guys drop a like. Show some love. I know we're upset, but let's at least support the boy for coming on here and taking it. E-Roll Walker, we are hurting, but the sun will raise tomorrow. Way too many mistakes. Go Gators. Yeah, look, boys, we've got young Gator fans in here. We've got old Gator fans. We've got in the middle Gator fans. Again, I talked a lot of smack today, boys. I saw some Kentucky fans and I was running my mouth because that's part of sports. I think that's you have to, right? It keeps it going, but you got to be able to take it on the chin. And I think it's a great learning experience for the boys. Let's break down some plays really quick. Ventrell, the defense looked good. Brinjell looked good. Cox looked good. I heard that Ventrell went to the locker room, so hopefully everything's good with Ventrell. Desmond Watts looked good. Watson, I believe his name is Devin Watson, looked good. The O-line looked phenomenal again. They did. Trevor looked good as well, Etienne. Naquan was not doing it for me. It looked slow, just looked kind of, lethargic, I guess you could say. Montrell looked good when he got the ball. I feel what I'm frustrated with is it's like we can't find somebody to give the ball to. Where's the, hey, let's give it to this guy and let him run with it. Trey Dean looked good. I saw you guys in the comments there. Trey Dean looked really good. Avery Helm looked really good. Had some great open field tackles as well. Who else do we got? Devin Moore looked solid, as well as Rashad Torrance looked a lot better this afternoon. Brandon, $4, man. Thank you, Bubba. All we want as fans is good quality football on both sides of the ball. It's a roller coaster week by week when one is thriving and the other one isn't. That's what hurts, man. It's just I was so pumped. And I think why I was so excited was like, look, the offense can only get better, right? I didn't think we took 14 steps backwards, and with the defense making just wave of improvement. Now, I will say Kentucky's offensive line is trash. That's going to kill them. That's going to lose them this season. Will Levis was talking a little smack, waving goodbye, as he should. I'm sure he heard it all night long because Florida fans are ruthless. But the secondary didn't really impress me. Look, I feel like they ate us up more on the tight ends. I don't feel like we got really tore up from wide receivers. I feel like the linebackers are getting eaten up by tight ends, and I feel like the run game at the end there was running us over. But I don't feel like our D-line struggled. I feel like they were just tired. I really do. I need some water. I need to get hydrated. This is water, boys. We're starting to settle down for a bit. How are we feeling? Gator Nation? Where's our heads at? We settling in here? Look, all them damn mistakes, Kentucky basically tried to give us the game. I agree. That's what's, again, even more frustrating is I don't feel like Kentucky beat us. Reminds me of last year. We beat ourselves the entire time. It's I don't know. Do we move on? Who's are we calling for the head for AR? Do we relax? What's your guys' heads? Just fix it and get it ready from Jessica B from USF. Adrian says we'll be okay. Vic, a little sad face. Luke says yeah. Yeah, Mr. Wiggs, every team we play will just dump to their tight ends to beat us. That's what it feels like right now. Ted C. AR was overthrowing all night, trying to force the ball with hard throws. That was strange to me. There was no touch to it. There was no just class. It was just take it and zip it. And just get it there as hard as I can. And you're strong, dude. You can throw the ball 7,000 miles, right? But there's more to that. I think Mac Jones is the prime reason of that. I mean, the guy is 140 soaking wet and doesn't look like anything near to an athlete, but the guy's got touch and he can read a defense and he can dump passes when he needs to be. I mean, there's a factor to that. Two lucky plays beat us. That's a big thing too. I mean, that 65-yard catch was huge. And then the pick six, I mean, that's 14 points where Kentucky really didn't do anything fancy. You know what I mean? I mean, that pick six was forced. It was an unnecessary throw. I mean, those two things were huge for the games. Kevin McKearley says we'll have super highs and super lows. I agree. I think that's kind of where we're at. Keith calls, way to go, Kentucky. Congrats, Keith. Congrats, man. Kentucky deserves it. Look, I talked my smack, so I'm going to have to eat my words when it's here. So nothing but respect for them. Losing sucks, but just to quit on a player, sometimes I hate being a Gator fan. Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm getting frustrated. I'm not trying to quit on the guy. I don't want to quit on anybody. But there is a point, right? Like if it's not working, you have to be able to make those hard decisions with the head coach. It's not about quitting on somebody or saying somebody, just completely giving up. But this is where we got frustrated with Mullen. We don't feel like he moved on fast enough. Yeah, Dominic is not NFL ready at all. This is going to be a factor too on NFL and his stock in the NFL. This game ate him up. This game ate him up. He's got a long 7 days ahead of him. Long 7 days. Long 7 days. But I think where Billy's going to have to learn over the next few weeks is like, look, if AR isn't the guy, do I make a decision this year, right? Chalk this season and start getting ready for next year. I hate even talking about this. 3 hours ago, we would have came on here and I would have been like, man, who's going to replace AR, right? Who's going to be the guy? Like, what do we do next year? Because we're just getting better, but who's going to fill in? Now I'm like, well, maybe we start filling in now. I hate it because I feel like I'm on this emotional roller coaster of extremely high to extremely low. So, yeah, it's brutal. Appreciate you guys hopping in here tonight and hanging out with us. Definitely not like the last live. I wish it was more like the last live. But, look, we can get back on this horse for USF. I don't think the excitement's going to be there. But tell Marcus Stokes to get his arm ready for next year. Man, I miss Kyle Trask from Onesie Foster. It's what AR does. He gets in his head and shuts down. Yeah, I didn't like seeing that. I didn't like seeing him shut down. You're the quarterback of the team. There's plenty of other players and plenty of other positions that shut down. You can't, as a leader, you're the captain. That's one thing you cannot do. That is something that I agree with 110%. No matter how bad you're playing, I can't tell. I shouldn't be able to see that, right? And that was the biggest thing that I saw was I could see it on his face. We lost that game, boys. We lost that game. But there's still a lot of football left. USC is still rolling on Stanford, by the way. USC is going to be trouble to be reckoned with. They're live. Press conference is live. You guys go enjoy that press conference. Keith Quaz, go Knowles. Boys and girls, we'll see you guys live tomorrow. Make sure you guys tune in. Bring out the grab a lawn chair, grab a tissue box. Let's hunker down. Let's get some rest as Gator fans and as football fans. I mean, all football fans out there this afternoon had a rough one. A lot of us did. You don't have to address. Hey, Sheldon, you don't have to address or make excuses for every Gator loss. Fair enough. It was an ugly loss. Boys and girls, have a good night. Get some sleep. Get some rest. Let's reconvene tomorrow. We'll huddle up, all right, and we'll figure it out. Good night, guys. Go Gators.